he pierces her nipples. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamika. This is Library of Tomes, where I talk to you about all the bookish things going on in my life. Hi, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing great. So today I'm going to be doing a video that I did last year, and it's going to be an updated version of my favorite taboo books that I've read. So last year it was my favorite taboo books. I did a collab with Jen, and we talked about some of our favorite taboo books. And I'm going to be doing an updated version because it's been almost a year since that video was posted. So I'm going to share with you some of my favorite taboo romances. And the reason I'm doing this video specifically now and not waiting until November to do this again it's because I had to cancel the taboo book club because of all the things going on, and I want to share some of my favorite taboo books with you all. I planned on doing it anyway, so we'll just do it a little bit early. So first of all, we have The Devil and the Devil's Advocate by Ashley Jade, who I adore. This series is absolutely phenomenal. It is a duet. It is so fun. Like literally, this is the most wild ride that I've ever experienced in a book. The series follows Cade and Eden and Damien, and Kane and Eden are stepdaughter and stepfather, and Damien and Kane have a very bad history, and they just hate each other, and we really don't know what's going on between all the characters, but like they all connect in some way, and things are happening, and it is an absolute wild ride to try to like sit through and like experience, because the characters are just absolutely bonkers when it comes to the relationships with one another and the things that they go through and the things that they do to get back at one another. It is absolutely amazing. I love this series. It is so good. There are so many trigger warnings in here though. Like I would have a whole list. Pretty sure I have them listed on my Goodreads review, but I cannot tell you anything about the series. Like you literally just have to go in knowing this is the most wild ride ever, and there are male female scenes, but not the three main characters. The three main characters do not have a male female scene, so know that going in, but all the characters are involved in those scenes. I won't tell you how, but it's wild. Please read it. I love it so much. I'm going to share another taboo book club pick book that I read with Charles. This is Dark Notes by Pam Godwin, which I don't think anyone is shocked that I'm mentioning Dark Notes by Pam Godwin, because I absolutely adored Dark Notes by Pam Godwin. This one's a student teacher romance that really took me by surprise because I really didn't expect to enjoy. So Dark Notes was a huge shock for me because I didn't anticipate that I was going to enjoy a student teacher relationship where our heroine was underage. So that's normally a hard limit for me, and a hard no is just like anything with minors and people who are, you know, adults, because it's gross and creepy in my opinion, and I just really don't like the idea of knowing that someone who is underage is being taken advantage of, especially when they don't know any better, as someone who, you know, has been groomed before and who has had much older people try to pursue romantic and sexual relationships with them while they were 13, 14 years old. It's very weird to me, so it's hard for me to enjoy books when the characters are underage. This one worked for me for some reason. I was able to kind of forget that aspect of this book. There's so many things in here though. Like this is such a hard book to read because our heroine is so abused. Like she deals with so much abuse, and she is trying to get into Leopold, and essentially our teacher, our professor that we're following, is a crooked guy. Like he is fully intended to not give her the spot even though she deserves it, and he's going to push through the other kid that's trying to get into Leopold against her. So it ends up being a romance between the two of them, and it is absolutely beautiful, and like they just work together so well. This is light BDSM, so if you're interested in BDSM but you don't want like full-on BDSM, this one is a good place to start because it really just, it's really light. There are definitely aspects where you can pick up on BDSM. You can pick up on the type of relationship that they could potentially have in the BDSM world, but it's not full BDSM. Would it be a video for me if I didn't talk to you about First Comes Blood by Lilith Vincent? This is Brianna Hill's pen name. She's very public about this. I'm not revealing a pen name that she does not want revealed. But this is her pen name. This is her Reverse Harem Mafia pen name. This book, man, this book is so dark. It's so good. It's so twisted. It is so perfect. I love First Comes Blood so freaking much. I literally will not shut up about it, and I cannot wait for the next book to come out. So this is a reverse harem following our heroine, who has been promised to 4 different mafia guys. She is 17 when she gets promised to them, and she has to pick one to be engaged to when she turns 18. So there's nothing happening before she turns 18, so that is a plus. There is some like light touching, kissing, things like that, but there is no like penetration before she turns 18. And I really appreciated that. I love this series already, and I've only read the first book. I am so excited to see what happens in this series. These heroes are absolutely evil. They are not good men. They are absolute villains to their core. They do not in any way make you think they are going to be good people or that they do good things. Like, they are absolutely 100% bad men, bad people. They do bad things, and they own it, and they do not even hesitate to like try to hide that, but they are absolutely amazing. They all work together so well. The harem is absolutely perfect in my opinion, and I just love that about this series. It is so good. So we have like knife play and gunplay and dubcon, and like, it is absolutely fantastic. We have so many different things in here. There's choking, there's multiple partners. This is just so taboo. Like, literally, Izzy and I love this book so much, I made a readathon to make people read this book because it hit every single prompt. I love this book, and I am so happy so many people read it because of the readathon, and I want everyone to go read it because I love Brianna Hale and I love Lilith Vincent. I think I love Lilith a little bit more than Brianna, and like, that's saying something. So I love this book. Can we talk about Punk 57 for a minute? Because I did not anticipate loving Punk 57. So listen, I hated Credence, but Punk 57 blew me away. I absolutely adored Punk 57. I love this book so much. Like, literally, I was shocked that I was so into the bullying in this book. Like, our hero Misha bullies Ryan so hard and like does some of the meanest things to her, and I was here for every minute of it. So in this one, we are following Misha and Ryan, who are pen pals. They end up being pen pals because their names get swapped because the teachers think that the other one is the opposite gender. So they end up becoming pen pals and actually becoming like lifelong friends. And they continue writing letters to each other, but they don't want to like look each other up on social media. They don't want to meet. They don't want to do anything like that to possibly jeopardize their relationship and their friendship. And Misha accidentally meets Ryan, and she ends up being the girl he absolutely did not think she was. She was a completely different person in her letters. She is actually the mean girl in school, and like, she is just not a good person, right? So Ryan doesn't know that Misha is now going to her school, and he is going by another name. He is going by Michael, I think. I don't remember 100%. But he's now going to her school, and he is bullying her, and he hates her, and they develop a relationship. And it is absolutely so, I want to say so toxic, but it is so good at the same time. Like, it is absolutely not what I would want in a relationship at all. But like, the drama, the angst, the suspense, I was here for every minute of it. I was like, hello, Penelope. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing here. So I was into it, you know, like, I was on board. I was ready for Misha to tell Ryan she tasted like shit every other page. Like, he literally pulls her into his lap and says, you taste like shit, after licking her throat. And I just, how am I supposed to turn that away? How am I supposed to not like that? Please explain to me. I have mental illness. How am I not supposed to like that? I'm so happy I gave Penelope Douglas another shot after reading Credence, because Credence was just a big no over here. But this one did something for me. This one did something for me. All right, so I know you all have not heard me shut up about this book, and I'm not sorry, because I want to talk about Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRoe. When I tell you that Her Soul to Take is one of my favorite books of 2021, I'm not even remotely joking. This book is so good. It is a paranormal demon romance that reads like a gothic horror, and it's absolutely delightful. And listen, I know what you're thinking. It's not that taboo. He pierces her nipples during a sex scene. If you can't tell me that needle play is not taboo, no, it's taboo, okay? Listen, blood play, needle play, anything outside of vanilla, I'm considering taboo, okay? So listen, Ursula take, there's human sacrifice, there is demons, there's just so much stuff going on. We have our heroine Ray, who comes into this small town where she's originally from. Her family has moved away. She has decided to finish off her years at college. She's a paranormal investigator. She's amazing, okay? She's living my dream life over here, investigating spooky places and having a demon fall in love with her and follow her around and whatnot. She's living my dream life. Anyway, she meets Leon, who is our demon. He is basically chained to this family and he doesn't have a choice but to, you know, serve them. And they want to sacrifice her. And this story is just so good. I loved it. I love everything about this. I love the way they interact with each other. They're both bisexual. It was delightful. It was beautiful. I highly recommend it. Please check it out. Please read it. Please. Thank you. This is my 5 millionth attempt to get people to read this book. Those are all my favorite taboo romances that I have read since my last update. I will probably do another one of these obviously next year or maybe in June if I get enough read before then. So if you're still here, leave me a demon emoji down in the comments because Ursula take is so good. And I will chat with y'all in my next one. Bye everyone.